Hot take, but I totally disagree with the notion of you can't budget your way out of poverty. Let's talk about it. First, what does poverty actually mean? It is a state of being where you don't have enough resources for your basic needs like food and housing, etc. Budgeting is not going to fix that issue because you do not have enough resources to cover your basic needs. You need more income. I always talk about the gap, which is the gap in between your income and your needs. But in this case, you have a negative gap, meaning that your needs outweigh your income. So, yes, you can follow a very strict budget in this case, but you're still not going to have enough money to cover your basic needs. But this does not mean that you don't need to learn how to manage your money. Learning to manage your money is 100% imperative if you want to get out of this situation. The reason being is because even if you find more income, so say that you go find a good paying job and now your income exceeds your needs, if you do not know how to manage that money, you are going to be in the same spot because you don't know how to manage it correctly. I used to be in the poverty level, and I can tell you with 100% certainty if I wouldn't have taught myself how to manage the money that I had coming in, whenever I finally got more money coming in so that I could pay for my needs, I wouldn't have used it appropriately because I didn't know what I was doing. This is why financial education is so freaking important, and not enough people are teaching this. We don't learn it from our parents and we don't learn it from school. And in a situation where you come from a family that's in poverty, you are more likely to also stay there because nobody is teaching you how to get out of it. So, while yes, simply creating a budget on a piece of paper is not going to get you out of poverty, the skill of money management is going to get you out of poverty once you get enough income coming in. So, how do you start learning how to manage it? First, you need to find your gap. This is the most important thing. You need to list out all of your expenses that you're currently paying. And if you can't remember what all of them are, go print out a past bank statement and add them all up. Then subtract those from your income, and that is your gap. If you have a negative gap, you need to go through your expenses and see if there's anything you can cut, or you need to pick up some type of side hustle or get a new job to bring in more income. Once you find that gap, you need to manage that money because that gap money is what you're going to use for groceries, gas, etc. So you need to make a budget and give every single one of your dollars a job so that it can do what you want it to do and you can actually start hitting some of your goals. If you want more detail and explanations on how to do some of these things and also a path that you can take to financial security, go watch my money reset training. It is completely free. You can take notes and you can get a lot of results just from the free training. There also is going to be a discount on Her Money Mastery Academy if you want to join at the end. I want as many people as possible to have access to some level of financial education because it is not out there enough and not enough people are learning these skills. I went from basically the poverty line to completely changing my situation around. It took a lot of planning, hard work, trial and error, but I made it happen and you can make it happen too no matter what your current situation is. So go watch the videos on my page, go watch this money reset training and take notes, and I promise you can start making some progress. You got this, friend.